Hello, class, and welcome to our lecture on social media etiquette within the course Professional Communication and Rhetoric for the Social and Community Service Worker program. So, welcome to today's lecture on social media etiquette in professional communication. As we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of social media, it's imperative that we understand and adhere to appropriate etiquette in our professional interactions. So today, we will be discussing three main themes of social media etiquette in the context of social and community service work. Firstly, we will talk about the importance of maintaining a professional image in social media. Second, we will delve into the idea of creating inclusive and respectful social media content. And lastly, we will explore the idea of responding to social media interactions in a timely and appropriate manner. Now, in this digital age, social media has become a vital tool for communication and outreach, and it is imperative that we use it effectively and responsibly in our professional lives. So by adhering to proper social media etiquette, we can establish credibility and trust with our clients and colleagues while still upholding the values of our profession. So let's begin our discussion on social media etiquette and explore how we can use social media to build and maintain professional relationships in the social and community service sector. So social media etiquette, first off, refers to the guidelines and principles that govern appropriate behavior and communication on social media platforms. It involves using social media platforms to create and maintain positive and professional relationships while respecting others' privacy and sensibility. Social media etiquette includes understanding the platform's rules and limitations, maintaining professionalism and integrity, and communicating effectively and respectfully with others. It is essential in today's world where social media plays a significant role in how we connect and communicate with others, particularly in the professional setting. So in today's lecture, we're going to start off with a story as we always do, and then we'll explore ideas of professional image, creating inclusive content, and responding on social media. So I want to start off with our story. So just imagine a community social worker. His name is John, and he has a good reputation and worked for an organization that focused on helping disadvantaged communities. He had a personal social media account where he used to share his thoughts and opinions about various issues. Now one day, John made some controversial comments on his personal social media account about a sensitive political issue. He believed that he was entitled to express his opinion freely, as he was not speaking on behalf of his employer. However, one of his colleagues at the organization saw the comments and shared them with the management team. They felt that John's comments were out of line with the organization's values and could potentially harm their reputation. As a result, the management team called John in for a meeting to discuss the situation. And they reminded him that as a representative of the organization, he had a responsibility to uphold their values, even on his personal social media account. They warned him that his behavior could result in serious consequences, including termination of his employment. Unfortunately, John did not take the warning seriously and continued to make similar comments on social media. As a result, he lost the trust of his colleagues and the community he served. Eventually, John was let go from his position, and it became very difficult for him to find another job in the field. Now, this hypothetical scenario demonstrates how social media can impact someone's professional career, particularly in the social and community service sector. but it highlights the importance of understanding social media etiquette and being mindful of the impact that personal views and opinions can have on one's professional reputation. Now, this isn't something that just happens to common folk. I want to give you the case of Dr. David Nutt, a prominent British psychiatrist, and was the head of the government's Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs in the UK. However, in 2009, he was sacked from his position due to comments that he made on social media. Now, Dr. Nutt had been an outspoken critic of the UK's government's drug policies and had previously been reprimanded for his public comments. However, it was his comments on social media that ultimately led to his dismissal. He had posted comments on his personal blog, including a post in which he criticized the UK's government's decision to reclassify cannabis as a harmful drug. The UK government argued that Dr. Nutt's comments were damaging to his position as the head of the Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs and undermined the government's drug policy. In November 2009, Dr. Nutt was sacked for his position. Now, Dr. Nutt's dismissal sparked a significant controversy in the UK and led to criticism on the government's handling of the situation, and many argued that Dr. Nutt's comments were simply an expression of his professional opinion and that he had the right to express those opinions publicly. However, the incident also highlighted the importance of social media etiquette for professionals. While social media can be a powerful tool for communication and networking, it can also be a double-edged sword. Professionals need to be aware that their comments and their actions on social media can have significant consequences for their careers, and they must exercise caution and good judgment when using social media platforms. In the case of Dr. Nutt, his comments on social media ultimately led to his dismissal and damaged his professional reputation. And this serves as a cautionary tale for all professionals who use social media, highlighting the importance of social media etiquette and the potential consequences of inappropriate behavior on these platforms can have far-reaching consequences. Another example of a Hollywood celebrity whose social media posts led to their downfall was actor and comedian Roseanne Barr. In May 2018, Barr tweeted a racist comment about Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to President Barack Obama. And the tweet was widely criticized as racist and offensive, and Barr faced immediate backlash. And the situation escalated quickly, with ABC, the network that aired Barr's show Roseanne, immediately canceling the series in response to the tweets. The cancellation came despite the show's high ratings and recent renewal for a second season. Barr faced additional consequences as well, with her talent agency dropping her as a client and several retailers discontinuing merchandise related to her show. Now, Barr initially tried to defend herself, claiming that the tweet was a joke and that she didn't know Jarrett was black. But she also blamed her use of the sleep aid Ambien on the tweet. However, these explanations did little to quell the controversy, and she eventually issued an apology. Despite this, the damage was done and her career suffered irreparable harm. The incident here highlights that there can be a cautionary tale to using the power of social media for your personal use. Barr's tweets were widely circulated and discussed, leading to her swift and severe response. And in the world of Hollywood and entertainment, where public image is everything, even one ill-considered post can have serious consequences. Another example of a celebrity whose social media posts have caused controversy was comedian and actor Kevin Hart. Again, in 2018, Hart was selected to host the Academy Awards, but it soon surfaced that old tweets that he had made in 2009 and 2010 contained derogatory language and slurs against certain communities. Hart initially refused to apologize, saying that he had already addressed the tweets in the past and didn't want to give them more attention. However, he later issued an apology and stepped down from hosting that particular event. And the incident highlights the importance of being mindful of one's social media presence, even when posts are made years in the past. In today's digital age, anything that's posted online can potentially be dug up and shared widely. And offensive content can have real consequences, both personally and professionally. Now, in today's world, social media has become an essential part of our lives, both personal and professional. Social media can provide an excellent opportunity for building a professional image, providing yourself or your brand and networking with other professionals. However, it can also be that double-edged sword that can damage your reputation and career if not handled appropriately. And one of the most significant dangers of having a personal social media account is that it can quickly become public. Posting personal information and unprofessional content on social media can ruin your career or your reputation, even if the posts were made years ago. Therefore, it is crucial to know what you should and should not post on your personal social media account. As a social and community service worker, you represent not only yourself, but also the organization or the community where you work. Therefore, it is essential to maintain a professional image online. And here are some things to keep in mind when using social media. First, be mindful of the content you post. Before posting anything on your social media account, consider whether it aligns with your professional image. Avoid posting anything that could be deemed offensive, discriminatory, or unprofessional. Second, protect your privacy. It's important to maintain a level of privacy on social media. You can do this by adjusting your privacy settings to limit who can see your posts or your photos. You should also be careful who you share and who you add as friends or followers. Next, you should separate your personal and professional accounts. It's recommended to create separate accounts for personal and professional use. This way, when you post personal content on your personal account, and it keeps your professional account strictly for professional purposes. Next, of course, think before you post. Before posting anything on social media, take a moment and think about the consequences of your post. Ask yourself if it is anything that would make others uncomfortable or make your employers or colleagues feel ill at ease. In essence, it is crucial to be mindful of what you post on your social media, particularly your personal social media account. Your online presence can have a significant impact on your professional reputation and career. Therefore, it is essential to create a professional image online and maintain it by posting appropriate content and being mindful of your privacy. Now, the research literature highlights several key factors to consider when creating a personal and professional image on social media. And some of these factors include consistency. Consistency is essential in creating your professional image on social media. You should maintain a consistent tone, a consistent language and style across all your social media platforms. And this consistency will help establish your brand identity and make you appear more professional. Next, relevance. You should ensure that the content you post on social media is relevant to your professional goals and objectives. Avoid posting content that may be offensive, divisive, or controversial. Instead, focus on sharing content that showcases your skills, your achievements, and your expertise. Ensure authenticity. Now, while it's important to maintain a professional image, you should also strike a balance of authenticity on social media. This means being genuine and honest and transparent in your communication with your audience. Now, avoid creating, in essence, a false persona or pretending to be someone that you are not. Next, provide engagement. Social media is a two-way communication channel, and it is essential to engage with your audience actively. Respond promptly to comments and messages. Participate in discussions and share content that your audience will find valuable. And then finally, privacy. It's crucial to maintain your privacy on social media. Ensure that your personal information is not readily available to the public, and adjust your privacy settings accordingly. And so avoid posting sensitive or confidential information that could be used against you. And overall, just remember that in creating a professional image on social media always requires careful consideration and attention to detail. And by following these guidelines, you can build a strong and positive professional presence online, and you can help use that powerful platform to advance your career and achieve your professional goals. And be, again, very careful what you post online. We're going to pause there and take a bit of a break, and when we come back, we will conclude this by looking at inclusive content as well as responding appropriately to comments on your social media. Hope you enjoyed this part of our lesson so far, and I will see you in a little while. You take care. Goodbye.